At the time, it felt horrible being a druggie. Well, that's a lie. Of course, it didn't always feel horrible. At one point, I must have enjoyed it. I was doing it. It felt exciting, fun, cool, all the stupid bullshit we tell ourselves. But in reality, I was just escapism. Just escaping. And of course, when you're escaping, it catches up on you. I felt depressed, anxious, retarded. I just felt so stupid. I mean, I'm a pretty smart guy. In school, I was in the top set and everything. And this is when I started doing drugs. But my mind just felt just destroyed. I just didn't feel as sharp as I used to. I mean, my mind felt constantly cloudy. Even when I was sober, I didn't feel that sharp, clear sobriety feeling. Like, it just felt, everything just felt grungy and dirty all the time. This was one of the worst points in my life. In fact, it was the worst. I wanted to die every single second unless I was high or asleep. Or maybe sometimes when I was working out, I felt alright, but for the most part, I was just so depressed, so suicidal. In fact, I burned myself multiple times. You know, I never thought that I would do any of that. Like, funny, when I was younger, you know, like 13, 12, you know, me and some of my friends would kind of, not exactly make fun of, but, you know, kind of laugh at people who are like depressed, saying like it's a joke and all that, you know, and self-harm, thinking, why would anyone be so stupid to do that? Funny, that's happened to me a lot of times in my life. I said, well, you know, why would anyone do that? Why would anyone be like that? And then I done it. I done that with drugs as well. I said for a lot of different types of drugs, why would anyone be a druggie, do this, do that, do butane, which is lighter gas? I said, why would anyone do butane? And I ended up huffing it to get high. Now all this sounds horrible, and it was, but as I'm sure you know, if you're watching this video, you probably can relate. But that was the best time of my life at the same time. It was the best thing that ever happened to me because it forced me to change. See, before I was on a trajectory that realistically I didn't want to go. I would either been a criminal or a loser, just working some 9 to 5 my whole life. I mean, don't get me wrong, right now I am still working a normal job, but that's not my destiny, that's not my final stop. I'm just on an upward trajectory, and I have been since I got sober. Even before, since I decided that I was getting sober. Because this low, it put me in such a low that I couldn't handle it, and at the time, my thought wasn't to get sober, it was to start changing my life, to start improving my life, because I'd been manipulated by the drugs, so I didn't think they were that bad. So I was doing everything that I can to try and feel better, to try and be better. I was doubled down on my working out. I was not allowing myself to get in a low vibration. You probably can't read it because of the sun, but that says raise your vibration. That's to remind me when I feel low that I don't have to be there. I can go do a workout. I can go do burpees. I swear to God, burpees is the best thing. When you feel low, when you're craving drugs, whatever, go do 300 burpees. And that's what I was doing. I was doing burpees every single day when I felt low, when I felt like I just wanted to kill myself. And then I found meditation at that same time. And I was going all out in that. I was doing it every day. Every single day, 10 minutes, 20 minutes, whatever it was, so I could bring more peace, more clarity to my life. I found reading at the same time. As you can tell, I love reading now. At the time, I used to always say I didn't like reading, like everybody, but when I was in that low, when I was so bored, nothing was fun anymore, nothing except doing drugs, I was like, fuck it, I might as well try read. And I did, and I loved it. You just need to find the right book, to be honest. And then I felt like I wasn't enough. So I kept having to double down on my discipline. I felt so crap when I woke up in the morning after lying in for hours and hours because I was unemployed this time. And I was like, no way, I can't do this. I need to get up early. And slowly but surely I got up earlier. Now I wake up at 3:15. Well, I slept in a little bit today, so rest day. But what I call it lying is still extremely early, like 4, half 4, 4:45. That's a lying for me. See, when we're at these low points, it forces us to look at what we're doing and change. All the greatest people in history, all the greatest things that they've done, it was all forged from some kind of pain, some kind of low point, and they said, nah, I want more, this isn't it, this isn't enough, I can't live like this. And from doing all that, slowly but surely I was building myself, I was getting better and better and better, creating a massive foundation, and because of that, the drugs, they fell away. Eventually I seen what the drugs were doing to me, and I couldn't go back. People always ask me, like, how did I do it? But like, to me, it felt like there was no choice, and this is why. Because I was building myself again and again. I was doing drugs at the same time, and I was building myself, and to the point where I was no longer blind. And I seen that escaping my feelings was just making it worse, and it's so true for everybody. We all, most people, at least the most people I know, are weak. including mold me, including even me now. I'm not going to say that I'm this perfect finished product yet, that I can just do anything. I feel weak too. That's why I still go to the gym all the time. That's why I still do all my habits, because if I didn't, I would fall apart. But that's a good thing, because that's what you want. Everyone has that weakness inside them, that they want to go and escape. And when we put that into a bad habit, which most of us do, it will just progressively make us worse and worse and worse and worse, which you've probably seen. But the power in having that addictive mindset is so good, because the opposite is true. Everything in life is progressive, and we need to take little steps every single day, whether we're getting worse or we're getting better. So if you put that into something that's truly good for you, something that you truly love and want for your life, like a goal, like some good habits, then you're going to get a better and better and better every single day. And yeah, it might take a long time, but you're moving through life anyway. So if you want to take the easy route and get worse every single day and get down till to the point when you're just so depressed and you kill yourself, if you want that, then go ahead. But I mean, it's a lie. At the end of the day, we think that the easy route is better, it feels better, but it doesn't. That's the thing, it really doesn't. Our mind, it just plays tricks on us. You'll know this if you've been training for any length of time. Like, if you only start now, you won't understand this, but we convince ourselves that it's hard work and it's hard, we don't really like it, or we have to force ourselves to go sometimes. But if you keep pushing past that, and you force yourself when you don't want to go again and again and again, you realize that every single time, even though you say, oh, I can't be arsed, I don't feel like it, your emotions are like, no, it's not even good, and you go anyway, and you feel 100 times better. You never ever regret it. You always say, thank fuck I went, always. And when you do that enough and you go through that cycle for years and years, you realize that, wait, I actually love this is actually good, because we're too sucked in on the negative in the moment. But when we zoom out and we look at the bigger picture, it's positive. Just like when you look out and zoom out at the escapism you're doing, yeah, sure, that night I felt good for a couple of hours, but when you look out and you see the hangover, you see the need for more and more and more, and all week you're thinking about getting fucked up. Maybe you're like me and you're doing it every day, and this is a daily cycle. When you look at that, it's horrible. That high just creates more and more lows, and you're just slowly but surely going down. And this is neurological too. It's been proven that when you're chasing highs of any kind, whether it's like me, drugs and alcohol, games, anything, you get that little spike in dopamine, but you come crashing down below your normal baseline. And when you keep doing that again and again and again, it keeps going down and down and down till you have a new baseline. This is what this depression is from addiction. I'm so glad this happened to me, because I swear to God, addiction is a cheat code. Because now I'm unstoppable. I mean, this YouTube stuff is going to take a long time. Most people quit because they don't have that addictive personality, at least not as strong as I do. But I can't quit. I need this stuff. I need to be successful. I need to have a life that I want, that I deserve, that I love. And every day, in every single way, I'm getting closer to that. What direction are you going? Are you going up or down? See, the choice is yours. No, yeah, it can be extremely hard. And especially getting sober, if you've been fucking up for a long time, if you've been drinking, smoking, partying, doing drugs for a long time, it will also take a long time. But as I said earlier, you're not going anywhere. You're going through life anyway. You might as well choose up. Remember, you're better than that bag. You're better than that bottle.